Well, hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and we are going to be talking about the 17th through the 23rd of August. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I want to thank all of you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. When you have a small channel, everyone counts, and everyone is noticeable, so I appreciate the one and the all of you so very much. The other thing to know is that if Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. This is your reading. There will be something here for you, and I appreciate you also. All right? That kind of didn't make sense, but there you go. Let's go ahead and talk about what we have here. I have the 3 cards in front of me, and I have a couple of messages from my better angels. My better angels are reminding us that everybody here in this month of August is going to need to pay attention to your feelings. Feel those feelings. Pay attention to what's going on with your feelings. Take them as they come. Write them down. Burn them up. Go to a rage room. Break rocks. Scream at rocks. I don't care. However you work it through, you need to work it through so it doesn't get bottled up in your body. If you let your feelings stay bottled up in your body, whatever they are, good, bad, or indifferent, you will have dis-ease. Something will go a little astray and it won't fit anymore. So your body will have to work it through, all right? And we don't want that. So the next thing you'll find is being prepared is super important this month. So as you do, pack up your car, add those extra little things that your little voice in your head told you, oh, I should definitely grab an umbrella. Even though the sun is out, I'm grabbing an umbrella. You may end up deciding that you want to use that for shade. Sunscreen, all the other little things that you might want for that trip, plus a few extra things that you wouldn't have normally taken. You may find them that are useful for you, but you also might find that they're useful for somebody else who didn't prepare properly. All right, so that's us. We're going to be Johnny on the spot and helpful to ourselves and others. All right, very cool. You have a guiding card for the month. Let's see what that is. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is here reminding you that every little thing that's going on for you is a push forward with your ideas. I know last week was pretty stellar. You actually found yourself moving forward and becoming more truly yourself. I really was so happy to see you sitting very comfortably in who you are and letting your emotions be part of your situation, which was so nice. Very, very sweet, okay? So extreme and opportunities for you to move forward with feeling and understanding and helping other people, and you're being the best boss you could possibly be. Amazing, of course. So let's go ahead and look at these cards, all right? So we have the 3 cards from the overview video. Very cool. And we're going to go ahead and get you a mystery card for the end of the reading, all right? So let's go ahead and grab it from the Witch's Tarot. Yes. What do we have here for Pisces for this week? This one. Okay. So we'll set you right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and set these all off to one side. And we'll talk about my little turtle friend. Haha. My little turtle friend needs a name. He disappeared in July, and then he came back in August and said, name me. And I said, okay, it's your job. I'm asking for the help of you all to help me name the turtle so that when we come back in September, we'll have a list of potential names, and I'll put them in the description box. You'll vote on them as many times as you like, and the name that gets picked the most in September from start to finish will end up being the name of the turtle that will be announced in October. All right? Super fun. Let's do this. This is a non-gender specific turtle, by the way, so he or she is here and would love to be named and a part of the channel more thoroughly, okay? And he likes to hang out with baby Einstein, so that's who that is, and that what the skull's name is Baby Einstein. We don't mess with that because the original Einstein, which is a much larger version of exactly like this, very cool, very cool. EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com, check it out. One of the originals. So definitely keep that in mind, and so he's keeping good company, all right? That's all I'm trying to say. And let's go ahead and add this magical Nordic Tarot to these cards here and see where we get to, all right? All right, let's see. Okay, so here we are. It's the 17th through the 23rd of August, and Ooh, there's a relationship situation or a partnership situation happening for you, okay? I remember last week we had a lot of different things that came up. That Three of Swords came up that was potentially new information. It was very empowering. It might have been a new job you could move on to. And now here we have this link with another human being. This could be a romantic link. This could be a work link with another human being. So it could be a work partnership. It doesn't have to be sexy time. But pay attention to what it is and how it's working. And if you're in a relationship already and this has shown up for you, you're going to have to use your best judgment in the moment. Figure out what you're bringing to the table, what's going on here, how you want to be, and what you want to be in this situation. Are you still working on being the best possible version of yourself? Have you worked things out with your person to make room for that ever wonderful opportunity for you? I mean, there's so many different types of relationships now in this universe that there is no rule that you have to be in a totally monogamous relationship. But if the person you're with believes you're in a totally monogamous relationship, you need to fix that and make them understand that maybe you're not. So pay attention to what that situation is. Make sure that you're using your very good judgment in the situation. You don't want to end up being a cheater. You don't want, and if this is a work-related situation, double check and verify that while you're hearing everything you want to hear from them in a business situation, yeah, you're definitely getting wooed by this person. You want to make sure they're not making the eyes and whatnot, and that you're not getting pulled into something that isn't legit, okay? The Six of Wands is about sharing your ideas and your knowledge and your understanding. So you're going to be teaching, sharing, and filtering information to whoever their partner is. If this is a work thing, you're going to be teaching them and sharing them information. This could go one of two ways, couldn't it? Because this person could take this information and split, or they could take this information, embody it, and create what they're supposed to create with you, and you all be on the same page working towards the common goal. Huzzah! That would be super exciting and fabulous, wouldn't it? All right. So let's get more information, and we'll come back and look at this some more if we need to. All right. So the Six of Cups is showing why you're blocked. So don't share your feelings at this time. Sharing your feelings is going to make things a little weird, especially if this is a business situation. I feel like sometimes it's like I think that moment when you get those hungry eyes and you look at another person and you're like, ooh, I'm really hungry for you, and they get excited, but they also get scared and they run away because they don't want to be gobbled up and eaten by the other person. So we need to be cautious and careful. We don't want to talk about marriage. We don't want to talk about heavy-duty commitments and how, oh, I can't believe I've met this perfect partner, and I can't believe this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm feeling so excited about it all, and all those good affirmational things will scare them away. So we want to be cautious and careful, right? We were talking about using good judgment in the process. Nice. The King of Cups, an emotionally based male energy person, will be in the mix, so be careful and cautious in the situation, okay? Oh, I just got a vibe that if you're a fella and you're working with a work partner and you're having all this really good vibage between you and you're sharing all this information and everything is cool, they may take it a little bit outside the box for you. So if you're not interested in them in a romantic way, you're going to need to be cautious about not putting out any kind of vibes that might make them think so. Okay, so because there's a little bit of stuff here, there's an emotional-based male energy. If you share your feelings, things could get really, you really can't share your feelings in this situation. This person's emotions are going to get in the way of you proceeding smoothly through this project, so you'll need to watch out for that and be careful how you talk to them, okay? And of course, the Five of Cups is showing up that remembering lessons from past relationships is not going to work out very well for you. You're not going to remember the lessons you need to. This is blocked. You're blocked from remembering what happened before, so you may have a little kerfuffle here, okay? This person might end up having a little crush upon you, so be cautious and careful as you proceed. This card here is talking about a solution, right? So We were talking about the Eight of Swords, that whole thing of wanting to be in charge of a situation, but also not wanting to blow anyone away or cause any major trouble or snafoozies. But you've been sharing your ideas, and your ideas are still valid and wonderful. But remember, if you make it seem like a little bit of their ideas are definitely being involved in the situation, as you integrate the process, everybody's going to get on board and everyone's still going to be happy to help, okay? There is going to be somebody in the mix who wants to be in charge. If that's your partner and you're cool taking a step back, awesome. If you want to be the one in charge and this is you, be cautious and careful how you do it. Remember that you've trained them to know and understand your particularities, so you can trust them to work as hard as they can. But be careful that you're not stepping all over them. Remember, they might be crushing on you a little bit, so you don't want to have that turn into a problem, okay? So just be gentle with their feelings. I know, I told you their feelings were going to be a mess in this situation, but they were going to come up anyway. Now, good news is you have all the tools at your disposal that you can work this thing through, all right? So you might need to flirt with this person a little bit just to get them going in the right direction and have them working in a positive fashion. But, I mean, obviously you need to make sure that they know that whatever's going on here may or may not be what you can do, unless, I mean, if you're totally down with sealing the deal with this person who may or may not be crushing on you, be careful, be cautious, do the thing, figure out what you're going to handle, and like I said, use your tools. You have all the tools at your disposal. You can make anything happen that you want to, so make it work. And like I said, be careful and cautious. Things could get kerfuffled in the mix. All right, now then, let's get you a Mystic Forest Oracle card. All right, here we go. What do we have here? Oh, it's super hot right there. All right, take this one out. Put the rest of these away. Okay, it's coming. Dun, 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 dun. Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust the universe has good things in store for you. All right, so interesting. This sort of tells me that there's a chance that even in the face of hardships, meaning that if the feelings come up too strong and you've already taught this person everything they need to know, they could decide they want to take over being, you've said, hey, I really want to stay in control, and they're going to say, I don't think so. I'm going to be in charge here. You're out. Bye. And you're going to be like, wait, I have all the tools at my disposal. I can make anything happen I want to. And maybe what you need to do is take your ideas and look for, realize that nothing is going to last forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you, and make your way to the door so that you don't have to actually stick around for the whole kerfuffle, and realize, yeah, you kind of taught them what to do and showed them what to do. You showed them everything they needed to know, the whole package, the whole thing. And in doing so, they're going to take all of that information and leave you out on the curb, which is interesting, right? I want you to keep that in mind, but don't take it to heart, okay? Right now, you're sort of more in your emotional state, and I want you to sort of honor, because we had a nice foundation in your heart last week, and I really want you to remember that and not come out here and be all swordsy and trying to be in control and dominate the situation, because it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. It could be a mutual decision that, oh, okay, well, cool, I've shown you what you need to do, everything's cool here, let me hand this off to you. Oh, what would happen if you did that? That would be like a whole peaceful situation, a transition of peace, where you're like, okay, I'm going to hand this off to you. I've taught you everything you need to know. Take charge of this, handle it. I'm going to take all my tools and head on down the road and get the next gig running, okay? So maybe you're hopscotching from one job to another without having to stay and do all the work, because you have a second in command that you're able to hand it off to and say, okay, here, you do this. I'm going to go over there. I've taught you everything I need, everything I can. This is going to be beautiful. All right. I love that. So let's look at your mystery card. The Three of Cups. Holy moly. It's a celebration. Things are being celebrated. You are coming together. You are fixing it. You are making it right. The beauty of what's coming together now is that you have accomplished something beautiful. I love it. You are celebrating the fact that you've got a person you can trust. You are celebrating the fact that you don't have to do all the hard work yourself. You literally can be the Ten of Wands. I'm going to take my ideas. I'm going to take my backpack full of goodies. I'm going to take all the tools at my disposal. I'm going to move on down the road to the next big project because I don't have to stay here and do all the run-of-the-mill little stuff because I'm that good. And I am going to run the crew. I'm going to move on down that way, get the next job, work it out, get everything lined up, and then you guys will show up, and presto, I can let you lead the thing again. I can teach you what the parameters are, and I don't have to stay and be in charge. Very cool. Okay, you need a pocket full of rocks. Pisces, my goodness. Wow. Okay, so, we have Tiger Eye, we have Malachite, and we have Pink Mangano, which is also pink calcite. So, this one here, this is Malachite, and it is a third chakra stone. It will come into your third chakra, and it will act like a drill. It's going to drill down through the many layers of, like the onion. We talk about all those little childhood hurts and wounds and icky things that go on when we were kids that make us feel this, that, and the other thing. And we're like, okay, I feel those things and I didn't like it. So I'm understanding what all that stuff means and how it feels. So I am going to appreciate what that is. And you're also healing up some of the old childhood wounds, which is great. As you heal those wounds, they dissipate. They go away. They no longer hurt you anymore. When you run into certain things during the week, maybe this person crushing on you might be the same sex as you, and that might be a little confusing or a little kerfuffling, or might leave you a little bit surprised, but not in a bad way anymore. Now I feel like you've dealt with this sort of thing in the past. It's bringing it back up. And you're having a moment to think it through and go, okay, now I can take it as an insult, or I can take it as a compliment. I can beat him up, beat her up, or I can just have a conversation that explains where I stand and how I feel and all that good stuff. And then keep it playful and fun and keep the job moving. Or I can make it awkward and crazy and be all like, ee, and push them away and get really negative and make the whole thing into a situation where it's no longer an opportunity for you to have them lead the project while you take off. So you have options, you have possibilities, but the Malachite's going to help you deal with the feelings and the emotions from when you were a kid, okay? Remember, we need to let all our feelings out. That would be writing them down, burning them up, do whatever you got to do. You can flush them down the toilet if that's what you have available. Do take good care to not mess up the plumbing, though, okay? That would be bad, because then the plumber's going to find out everything, all your deep, dark secrets. The reality is we want to release all that negativity that's living in our hearts so that we can move forward, okay? Because that is where we will find our peace, okay? Now, pink Mangano is also pink calcite. It's a fourth chakra stone, and it's a hug from Mama, okay? It is the warm, squishy marshmallow hugs that we got from Mama. It makes us feel good and loved and secure no matter what's going on around us. We feel that pure, complete love. There's no words attached to that, okay? I want you to know that whatever your mama did, said, or whatever, there were times when she just held you. Whatever she normally said, whatever all that could, close her lips. That's not what's happening. This is a stone. It has no lips. It will not speak to you. It will not share with you anything else, but it will give you the love of a mom, okay? And it doesn't have to be yours if your mom wasn't that loving, okay? But you get the gist. Feminine energy, that's really warm and squishy and forgiving and wants to protect you, okay? So keep this in mind. This is going to be good for you, all right? Now, Tiger Eye is a 7th chakra stone, and it's helping you, when you meditate with it, receive messages from your better angels and your guides, okay? So when you wear this or hold this stone to the top of your head when you maybe take a nap, you'll have some very interesting dreams. But if you meditate with it, you can commune with your better angels and guides, okay? And they will give you the messages you need at this time. But you are so protected and so loved. I love this. This is terrific. I love that when you, after you do the hard work, you get a warm hug. Nice. I love that. All right. So Pisces, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but you can if you like. They're there for you if you need them. All right. And if you want to carry something else, you're perfectly welcome to carry whatever you want to. Just comment below and let me know what you got so we can have a conversation about the rocks. Okay. And of course, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, that would really help my little channel grow. It really pleases me to see you all here, and I love you guys, okay? So I do this for you because I want you to be better prepared for the week ahead, all right? Now, once again, we're going to talk about my little turtle friend because I want you to help me name him, all right? He's pretty cool, and I want you to help me give him a name. Put your name choices down in the comments below, and in September we'll go ahead and vote upon those options and possibilities. You can vote as many times as you like in September, and I will put them all up and tally them all up, and we'll have a name for him in October, all right? And thank you so much for your help with that. That's super fun. I think it's a neat little project that we can do together. All right, I'm going to put him back down there. Now, the other thing to know about that description box, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. You can find all the cards that I'm using so that you will be able to buy them on Etsy or Amazon, and then you'll be able to have them in your hot little hands. The other thing you'll find is a list of all the fairs that I'm going to and when I'll be there. So you can come out to the fair, get a turkey leg, and get a private reading. I would love to do that. If that's not possible, I totally understand, and I want to be there for you in every way I possibly can be. So book a reading over the phone, and I will happily read for you during the week and make sure that you get all the information you need and that you feel taken care of. All right? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the one and the all of you. We will talk next week about the 24th through the 30th. Thanks.